Hair done. Who dis? I don't know. I have baby Chewbacca in today, guys. I cut little baby Chewbacca's. Hey guys, what is up? What's good? It's your girl Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be bringing to you this cut crease. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. This video is also going to be another one of my full face using only videos. Today I will be using only Ulta beauty products. Now, I'm not talking about like brands you can find in Ulta. I'm talking about Ulta beauty products. So straight up from Ulta Beauty, there's a common misconception that store brands aren't hot, they're not good, they're crap, and I'm here to show you guys otherwise. I will be using this guy right here. This is the Love Melissa Michelle palette. If you guys don't know who she is, Love Melissa Michelle here on YouTube. She collaborated with Ulta and this dropped at the perfect time. I seen it and I was like, oh my God, like I have to have it. It has some awesome colors and stuff in here. And it also comes with a matte lip. Now these were buy two, get one free. So obviously I bought two and I got one free. So I have a total of 3 palettes. Mine's is like right here. So this one's mine. I'm gonna be giving 2 of these away to you guys at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. If you're breathing, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and also click the little bell so that way you guys are notified anytime I upload a new video, which is 2 times a week, every single week. And without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna do this. You guys are gonna freaking kill me. This whole time my mic wasn't on when I was doing my brows. And I'm so sad because like I went in and I told you guys my thoughts and all of that, but I did just use this. This is the Ulta Brow Pomade. I did pick mine up in the shade dark brown right here. I really like it, the pomade. It gives you enough playtime to spread the product out and blend it out with a spoolie before it completely sets. So those are my brows. I'm still so upset that my mic wasn't on. The next thing I'm gonna do is prime my eyelids. I did pick up an eyeshadow primer from Ulta. This is their matte eye primer in the shade Nude. Just gonna squeeze some on the back of my hand and it is in fact nude, so that's what the product looks like. I'm just gonna take an E70 concealer brush by Sigma and I'm gonna place this all over my eyelid. Ooh, it feels like super creamy. I wonder how like this is gonna set. It's definitely like muting out my eyelids, which is a plus. Anytime I get an eyeshadow primer, I like for it to completely mute out my eyelids, so this is decent. I mean, now that I look at it, my eyelids, they look dry as hell. I don't know if I like that eyeshadow primer. The palette I'm gonna use today is this one right here. This is the Love Melissa Michelle palette in collaboration with Ulta Beauty. Now this came out at the perfect time because a lot of you guys were requesting this video. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna support her. She is a fellow YouTuber. This is what she looks like and she is insanely gorgeous. She is a mom and I loved the palette when she showed it on her channel. So this is what the bad boy looks like. It comes with a highlighter in 3 different shades, a blush, 9 eyeshadows, and then a matte lippy. And yeah, I thought this was super cute. It retails for like 20 bucks. I definitely feel like that is a steal for 9 eyeshadows, a blush, highlighter, and liquid lip, if I do say so myself. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with this first shade. The first shade is called Wheezy, which is a bone colored shadow. I'm gonna use that to set my crease all the way up to my brow bone. This is gonna make it easier for when we're blending eyeshadows out later. I'm now gonna pick up this shade. This shade is called Rosemary on my Sigma E40 blending brush. This is a really pretty warm tone brown, which is gonna be perfect for buffing and blowing out in the crease. I'm just going to pop this right in there. Wow, I barely picked any up. Has nice pigmentation to it. And I'm just going to blend it back and forth. I was reading the comments on some of my recent videos and somebody had the nerve to say that they wish I would look at the camera and talk like when I'm doing my makeup, and I'm like, how? Like, how am I supposed to look at you guys, do my makeup, and talk at the same time? Like, that's unheard of. So anytime you guys see me talking and applying eyeshadow, it's just so that way I can kind of like chit chat with you guys, tell you guys what I'm doing, and still do it at the same time so that way videos don't get crazy long. So keep that in mind. And if you're the girl who said that, girl, great, we have our crease color in place. I'm now gonna go in with this burnt sienna color right here. This one is in the shade Bang Bang. Bang bang, money in a thing. No? Okay. I'm gonna take it on a Sigma E25 and I'm just going to build up my crease. So I'm not gonna lie, this sienna color isn't as deep as I thought it would be, but the more you kind of pack on top, the more pigmentation you get, and I do want to build this up pretty intense. So it's one thing to note, you definitely have to build this color up to your desired pigmentation. And I know I'm getting crazy all right here. That's okay. I will clean that. It fell. I know, y'all are probably like, that girl's so damn dramatic. Using the Anastasia number 18 brush, I am now gonna cut my crease with a little bit of the full coverage liquid concealer. And then I am gonna take that number 18 brush and I'm just gonna start carving out my crease. Crease so sharp, it'll cut you. No? Okay, maybe not. With the firm shader brush, I'm gonna pick up this shade right here called Wheezy, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to set this inner part of my eyelid. So now that our crease is nice and cut, I'm gonna go in with this eyeliner brush by Sigma, and I'm gonna take a little bit more of the shade called Bing Bing, and I'm just gonna run it alongside that edge to really just define out this crease and make it pop a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is really just making that crease pop out a lot more than it did before I applied this. Once the crease is defined out a little bit more, I'm just gonna take that E25 brush and then just go alongside the edge. And I am still using the E25 with product on it just because I want that product to further help me buff and blend out the color for more of a seamless look. Perfect, so now that that's there, I'm gonna take that same E25 blending brush by Sigma, and I'm gonna pick up some more of the shade called Bing Bing. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna start feathering the shade inwards, but I'm not gonna take it all the way past the center of my lid, so probably towards the outer 1/3. So what we're going for is a little bit something that looks like this. Like I said, you want it to be most intense towards this outer edge, and then whatever is left on your brush, just wiggle it back and forth onto that bone colored shadow. I really just want to take this look to the next level. So I'm taking a little bit of that long wearing concealer we used before. I put some on the back of my hand, and with an e.l.f. pointed liner brush, I'm gonna pick up some of that concealer. Now I'm actually gonna use this as a sticky base for the gold Teresita, I think that's how you say it, Teresita color to lay on top of. And I'm just gonna carve out this inner part right here. That's where I'm gonna put the gold. It's easier for me to show you than actually tell you, so here we go. I picked up a little bit of that gold shade called Teresita, and I'm just going to spritz my brush with a little bit of the Dewy Spray Mix. Yeah, the Dewy Makeup Setting Spray by Ulta. I'm gonna try to put this in my crease to kind of look like a gold liner. So I don't have a liquid liner. I feel like anytime I do these videos, I never have a liquid liner, but I think that it needs it. What do you guys think? I'm gonna take that concealer once again, and I'm gonna use this concealer as a cream base, and I'm gonna create a liner with it. I know like everything I'm doing in today's video is being done with this concealer. I am so freaking shook by this look. I'm shook by this look. What is this? All right, you guys, so this is kind of like the nude liner I'm going for. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of the shade called Wheezy, and I'm just gonna set it down. This is my liner. I'm here for it. I'm feeling it. I'm now gonna clean up right underneath here. Have no fear, the baby wipe is here. I'm now gonna go in with mascara. This is the Twisted Volume Maximum Performance Mascara. It says it says 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it has like a thing here. Like, do you guys see this? You like twist it if you want level 1 lashes, level 3 lashes, level 4. I have no idea, but let's say we want level 4 lashes. What does that do? Oh my God, look at this wand. It's like spirally. Does it change depending on how I twist it? Oh my God, when I twist this thing, it gets like super twisted. That's at 4, and then when I take it down to 1, that's what it looks like. It's straight. That's freaking cool. I'm not even gonna fake the funk. That's really cool. So I'm gonna go with 4. Dang, I'm kind of feeling this mascara. I think this mascara is such a cool innovation. I really love how you're able to like twist the wand. Like, look how good they look. The lashes I'm gonna use today are the... Oh no. Let's pretend that didn't happen. So my lashes look a little wonky. I have no idea why, but I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna use this guy. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Face Primer, and it is pore refining. Now, you guys know I have been struggling with drier skin because I have been on a new skincare regimen. So I mainly got this because it is a pore refining primer. I know it's not gonna add much hydration to the skin, but hopefully it's not like insane, you know? And this was $18, so I did feel like it was like a little bit steep, but if you catch a good sale at Ulta, you can get these pieces at fairly affordable prices. Wow, I actually really like this. I love the way this feels on my skin. This is a super thick primer. I really love how smoothing it is on the skin. So this is how thick the primer is. I actually really like this primer. It says it contains salicylic acid that refines pores and creates a smoother, clearer complexion for even application. Special mattifying powders to reduce shine and prolong wear of makeup. So, okay, I see you. I'm now gonna go in with a green color correcting concealer. This one is one of their liquid concealers and it is a waterproof. When I seen this, I was like, I need to get it. You guys know I'm always like trying to find a good color corrector, and ooh, this is super green. I may like it though. I may like it. Oh my God, what is this? I'm over here saying I may like it, but I haven't even like blended it. That may be way too much. I'm excited because it's more in like a liquid form. I'm used to using like creams and stuff. Wow, this is blending out really nicely too. I'm gonna tap this around my nose. Yeah, guys, I'm thinking I put way too much. Whoops. Last week I tried out the Wet n Wild color correcting like wheel, and I hated it because it was like clinging onto my skin and all my dry patches. But as you can see, this concealer, it's hydrating in the sense that it's not clinging on around my nose, which is typically where it kind of like dries up. So I appreciate that. I really do. This stuff is super green. I definitely will say a little bit goes a long way. So I definitely applied way too much of that green concealer, but we're gonna keep it rolling, we're gonna keep it moving, we're gonna act like it never happened. I'm now gonna go in with their Peach color correcting concealer, and I'm just going to apply a little bit right here. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. And Peach typically cancels out darkness, so if you have very dark under eye circles, this may be a dream for you. This is definitely like beating the color correcting like concealer palettes that I have in my collection from like NYX and L'Oreal. I really love how creamy this is and how it blends out underneath the skin, underneath the eyes. I look so crazy. I'm now gonna move on to foundation. I have two foundations right here. I have the Demi Matte Foundation. It says it has SPF 20, and I have one in Honey and another one in Mocha. I got kind of like a medium shade and then a dark shade just because I had no idea. I honestly had no idea. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Honey on the back of my hand, and it is an extremely mousse-like foundation. Very much comparable to like Tarte Amazonian Clay. Now Honey looks a little bit more on the yellow side, whereas Mocha is a little bit more on the neutral side. Wow. So just by the looks of this, I could definitely say this is not a natural foundation by any means. It definitely reminds me of like the Rimmel Stay Matte or the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundations. It's very, very thick in that sense, and it's very, very whipped. I'm not mad at it though. I do think I could have done a little better with the color match, but I think for the sake of this video, it will do. I cannot with my life. I came back, started doing my concealer, and my camera wasn't on, but I just went in with that full coverage waterproof concealer underneath my eyes to conceal. Using my sponge, I'm just going to further blend it out. To set the concealer underneath my eyes, I'm going to use this finishing powder by Ulta. It says it is a lightweight matte finish, and I picked mine up in the shade light to medium. I'm just going to use my Miracle sponge, and I'm just going to press that underneath my eyes to set my concealer. I'm very surprised that this did not crease on me. Wow, that's like orange. That's like orange. What happened here? What? This is light to medium? Where? Okay, I guess I'm not gonna have bright under eyes. Fuck. To set my face, I will be using this. This is the Adjustable Coverage Foundation. It says you can use it wet or dry. I picked mine up in the shade Warm, and I'm just gonna apply it with my F20 large powder brush by Sigma. I could have very well set my entire face with this because it is a finishing powder, but I did pick this up. It says it is a foundation, so this is gonna give you additional coverage on top of the demi matte foundation we applied before. This is okay. Moving back to the eyes, I'm gonna pick up the shade called Bing Bing on a flat definer brush, and I'm gonna smudge her on my lower lash line. I'm also gonna take this shadow right here underneath that wing, so that way it doesn't get lost in my foundation. I'm now going to pick up this shade right here called Alana, and I'm just going to push it closest to my lash line. After that, I'm going to go in with this gel eyeliner in the shade Halo by Ulta, and I'm just going to line the inner rim of my waterline. Going back in with my mascara, I'm going to coat my lower lashes. I'm going to pick up this shade right here in the shade Lola on a pencil brush, and I'm actually going to use that shade to brighten up my inner tear duct. So I'm going to pick it up, and then I'm going to spray my brush with my Ulta Beauty Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. I want to bronze up my skin a little bit, add some color, a little bit more depth. I'm going to use the matte bronzer by Ulta. This one is in the shade Cool, and I will just be bronzing up the skin with my MAC 135. I'm actually not going to use the blush in this palette. I thought I was. I'm going to skip blush altogether, and I'm going to go in with the Baked Bronzer by Ulta. I really love to apply this when I want a little bit more of like a bronzy, kind of like glowy cheek, and that's exactly what I'm going for. So I'm going to take my MAC 135 brush and just swirl it into the bronzer, tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to apply it directly over top. And as you can see, this has such a beautiful, gorgeous glow. It's not shimmery, so it's not full of like chunky glitter. It's a really nice iridescent sheen, and I absolutely love this baked bronzer for the summertime. It's so pretty. But like, look how pretty that is. Moving on, I'm gonna go in with the highlighter called Holler, and I'm just gonna mix my brush in there, and I'm gonna pop it right here. That's so pretty. Oh my God. Serious freaking glow. I'm honestly obsessing over this look. Honestly, I didn't think that I'd be able to create such a dope look with like Ulta products. What? Me? Yeah, me. To line my lips, I'm just gonna use this Ulta lip liner in the shade Flesh. For my lips, wow, these smell so good. For my lips, I'm gonna use this. This is the matte liquid lip that came with the palette in the shade Scandy. To finish everything off, I'm just going to set my face with the Dewy Makeup Setting Spray, which is going to help maximize longevity of makeup and achieve dewy, luminous skin. So I'm just gonna spray my face. Ooh. Oh my God, this smells like coconut. I freaking love it. Love it. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Did you guys like the products I use? What do you think of Ulta Beauty, the brand at Ulta in general? I would love to know if you guys have any favorites that I did not mention in this video. Also, leave them down below. Let's have a conversation. We can kind of talk about it. Y'all know when they launch stuff like this, that's how they get like a bad rap, because something like this, it's crap. It does not compare to some of the other products in the line. This was free, by the way. It was like if you spent like $50 or over $20 on Ulta products, you got this for free. But like, it's stuff like this that make people wonder about like store brands, but I don't want that to cloud anyone's judgment. They definitely have some awesome products. This one right here from Melissa Michelle is an awesome steal. You get 9 eyeshadows, a highlight, a blush, and also a matte lip, which may I add, their matte lips are just They're on point. So if you guys like this video and you guys want to learn how to win one of these, then all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel. Drop me a comment down below letting me know what other full face videos you guys want to see from me with the hashtag enter me. And that's pretty much it. One comment per person per day. This will be up for an entire week and I will announce the winner in the description box 1 week from today. So I don't have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.